Where's my YouTube? Did I close it out? There's no way. You gotta be kidding me. How did I do that?
You're in the wrong account, sweetie.
Oh, there it is. I don't know why it didn't show up. Hello, good afternoon. I'm so sorry. I lost my window here. I want you to be able to download these worksheets if you would like. Otherwise, you can use a notepad or some sketch paper because we're going to work on a flow chart here. There we go. All right. Are you on there?
I don't have it. Okay. I don't have access.
If you are here right now, please comment in the live chat. Let me know that you're here. And go ahead and go to that URL at the bottom. Oop, my face is in the way. That's going to make it difficult. All right. Gonna have to move that again. I'm gonna start here in just a few minutes. Make sure everybody is here and that you've had a chance to print out those worksheets or pull them up if you'd like. Should be able to edit them in Adobe if you don't have a printer available. If you are here, please comment. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. All right, so today we're going to plan and take some action on your health goals for 2021. Go ahead and download the worksheets at the bottom if you'd like to follow along. All right. Oh, I'm going to go back real quick because I would like to introduce myself to any of you who do not know who I am. My name is Caitlin Havener. I am a nutrition coach as well as a healthy recipe blogger and a very busy mom of 4. I am very excited to share this with you today. I'm editing this video a lot. All right, well, so let's get started. So I'm going to be using weight loss as an example in these slides, though your goal could be being able to climb 5 flights of stairs with a certain heart rate, or reduce your cholesterol markers down a certain amount. So what we're going to do first is make sure that our goal is SMART. We are then going to break down that goal into skills required to reach that goal. We are going to break those skills down into practices. And then we're going to break those practices down into actions that you can take daily. All right, so let's make sure our goal is SMART first. And some of you may be familiar with what a SMART goal is. We're going to make sure it's specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-based. All right, what does it mean to be specific? We're going to answer these questions here on the left. What do I want to accomplish? Why is this goal important? Who is involved? Where is it located, if it's located somewhere specifically? And which resources or limits are involved? All right, and with our weight loss example, I have filled this out on the right. I'm pretending to be somebody else. The what is I want to lose weight. The why is I want to be able to keep up with my kids. And if you don't have a really good why, stay tuned. The next slide is about that. The who is involved, and naturally your family and significant other, if you live with other people, are involved in this journey. Where, when it comes to weight loss, it really doesn't matter. And which resources or limits are involved. So maybe that could be access to healthy foods if it's difficult to get for you. And you could also have a resource of a weight loss coach. And I am a weight loss coach. So if you want that accountability and help from a nutrition professional, you can work with me. All right. So, in my experience, your why, the reason you're trying to accomplish this goal, should be as deep to your core as you can get. A why that's very important, not just I want to look sexy, because that usually is not motivating enough of a goal. So I have this practice, it's called the 5 whys, and it is for drilling into what that real emotional, down to your core reason is for accomplishing this goal, or wanting to accomplish the goal. So for example, why do I want to lose weight? Because I want to fit into a smaller size of jeans. Why do I want to fit into a smaller size of jeans? Because I think I'll look better. Why do I want to look better? Because then I'll feel good about myself. See how we're getting a little more emotional. Why do I want to feel good about myself? Because then I'll be more assertive and confident. Why do I want to be more assertive and confident? Because then I'll be in control and will be better able to get what I want out of life. And see, that why is very impactful. All right. We also want our goal to be measurable, because how do we know when we've crossed that finish line? So we're going to want to ask these questions to ourselves. How much or how many? So like, how many pounds do I want to get to? Or where is my finish line? How will I know when it is accomplished? So for the weight loss example, how much, perhaps, as this imaginary person, they want to lose 20 pounds. How will this person know when it's accomplished? The scale says 145 pounds when I step on the scale in the morning. So that's the finish line right there when it says 145 pounds. And hopefully it doesn't say WTF, because that's not very descriptive of a finish line. All right. We also want to make sure the goal is attainable. Here, and I just realized my face is probably covering everything again. Let me make it a little smaller. All right. I want to make sure our goal is attainable. How can I accomplish this goal? How realistic is the goal based on the constraints involved, such as financial factors? So the how for this example might be eating better, creating a calorie deficit, and getting exercise. Is it realistic? Healthy food may possibly be more expensive. This is me, this is my imaginary person thinking through this, but I'll save money not eating at restaurants. So, all right, but what you want to make sure is that you keep it realistic, keep it attainable, keep it real. If your goal is unrealistic, you're going to feel discouraged and aren't likely to attain that, and also likely won't be very motivated to attain the goal. All right, so we want to make sure our goal is relevant and realistic. So a relevant goal can answer yes to these questions. Does this seem worthwhile? Is this the right time? Am I excited? Does this challenge motivate me? If you don't feel strongly about the goal, you might need to clarify or change it. So it's not going to be motivating if it doesn't mean something to you. So in our weight loss example, it seems pretty worthwhile to me, given the why that I drilled into earlier. Is this the right time? Can I accomplish this right now? Yes. Am I excited? I am super excited. And does it motivate me? So is it attainable but a little challenging as to be exciting? Yes. 2 exclamation points. I'm super excited by this challenge. And maybe your scale will tell you yes as well. All right, is it time bound? When do you want to accomplish this goal by? And we will work backwards to break up actions and create a timeline. But make sure your goal timeline is also realistic. All right. So this imaginary person has decided May 1st is a realistic goal, and they took some more notes here. Got another reason to be motivated. So that always helps. If you've got a vacation in Cancun and want to feel confident in a bikini, that's always a good deadline to have. It's definitely some extra motivation and a way to celebrate when you reach your goal. Okay, visualization is an excellent way to keep your goal in mind and have that law of attraction. So now that you have the goal, write it down. They say you're 40% more likely to reach that goal if you write it down. And then even better, you can take it one step forward and create some sort of visual, such as a postcard of yourself from the future, and put that somewhere that you'll see daily. So that's not only effective, but it's also fun. And you can use something like canva.com to put it together. All right, so now, I have to edit this out because I'm trying to see if anybody's messaged me on Facebook. No? Okay. All right, so now that you have defined your goal And in this example, I wouldn't really say that this is a SMART goal. So just insert your SMART goal in there. We're going to insert the SMART goal of the example right here, which is I want to lose 20 pounds so I can keep up with my kids and feel good about myself. So in this example, we have 4 months and we have 4 skills we want to develop to reach the goal. However, maybe that's only 2 skills you need, maybe it's more. So it could be either. And an example for this weight loss is the skill of being aware of your hunger, and so appetite awareness, which is very important for losing and maintaining weight. So you can go ahead and break those down into skills you might need. I've got some more examples here. So to lose 20 pounds by May 1st, I might need to develop a skill of eating appropriate nutrients, choosing higher quality foods, eating well consistently, and eating well intuitively. And I'll just say that in my weight loss coaching program, we practice these exact skills as well as other skills. And now you got to break those skills down into practices that are going to help you master that skill. So back to this example, the skill of appetite awareness, you can break down into 2 practices. Practice eating slowly and practice eating until satisfied, not stuffed. And maybe there's some more practices that you'll need to master that skill. But when you're coming up with practices, you want to make sure you follow this 5S formula. First of all, it's segmental. And obviously that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to do practices that build up to a skill. So the practices are segments of that skill. They're simple, so they need to not be intimidating for you, but still challenging enough to be exciting. Sequential. This needs to be a practice that's in order that helps you build up to that skill, which builds up to reaching the goal. You want it to be strategic. So whatever your greatest limiting factor is to reaching that skill is going to be the best practice to do. And then supported, it is always much more likely that you are going to follow through with a practice if you have support on your side. So if you involve a family member or a best friend, or join some weight loss groups on Facebook or Reddit, or even better, if you have a weight loss coach that holds you accountable and checks in with you right here, that is going to make you so much more apt to follow through with those practices and build those skills and reach your goal. All right, so we're going to build on this in our example, on these skills. So for month 1, we're trying to eat appropriate nutrients, and we break that down into 2 practices. Eating enough protein and choosing a rainbow of different veggies. So a diverse set of different vegetables of different colors. I could go into that, but that's just so you get all the phytonutrients that are help prevent disease. And then here is another skill: choose higher quality foods. And to break this down to practices, maybe you choosing better carbs, eating mostly whole foods. And then to eat well consistently, we've got a couple practices here: plan your meals and prep your food. And I'm going to move my head for this last one. Eat well intuitively. two practices that you'll need to do to master that skill is to eat slowly and mindfully. It takes 20 minutes for your brain to catch up with your hormones and everything going on in your body to know that you are full. And to learn how to eat until satisfied. And again, this is actually an example of the practices that you will practice in my weight loss coaching program. And they are all integral building blocks to reach your weight loss, recomposition, muscle building goals. Alrighty. So you might have to break those practices down further into actions that you can do daily. For example, eat enough protein. You might only have one action of keeping track of how many servings you have a day. As opposed to, you might have more actions to build up to the practice, such as for choose a rainbow of colorful vegetables. Maybe you keep track of how many servings of vegetables you have each day. You can separate it by color if you want to be really specific. You can try new vegetables of diverse colors, so maybe you don't get a lot of greens in your diet. You might want to go try some greens, and if you're not a vegetable fan, find what you can tolerate and cook it in a way that you can tolerate. And that is the workshop. If I went too fast, go ahead and look at the recording and pause it where you need the extra time. And I'd like to let you know that I have a weight loss program. It's geared toward parents specifically. And these are some examples of the person you could become if you work hard and follow through with my program. To sign up for the program, go check out transcendweightloss.com. It's there at the bottom left. I have a couple deals going on, and you can find these codes at the top of the website as well. I've got 10% off, and I've got a buy one, get one 25% off. So that's a perfect opportunity to get your significant other or best friend involved with you. I am more than happy to answer any questions. You can find my email on this website, as well as if you know me personally, you can message me. I also do free consultations. Just look for the book consultation button on my website as well. And I hope the best for you in 2021, and hope that you reach your goals. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.